is joining us this morning, and I have to share this. I'll have you share it because you were talking about, we're going to talk about the halogen oven right now. So powerful, and so many of you love it. If you own it, we want to hear from you, 1-866-376-8255. But you were saying for Thanksgiving.
So for Thanksgiving, you know, I'm English, and my mother normally cooks for Christmas dinner.
Right.
She was here for 10 weeks after open heart surgery. Oh. I said, you know what, I'm going to make Thanksgiving dinner. And I made my Thanksgiving dinner and videoed it in the halogen convection oven here and put it on online and Twitter so you can see it. But she was absolutely amazed that I could cook, not in an oven, but on the tabletop. In this, so I sent one home with her.
Aww,
so she's very excited now. She got back yesterday.
And what do you love about this technology in particular?
First of all, halogen convection, folks, it cooks faster, 50% faster than anything else. So you save time and you save money on electricity. This is a 12-quart without the extender ring. You put the extender ring in, it gives you 17 quarts of space. So I can put a 14 or 15-pound turkey right in there, turn the dials on, boom, off you go.
That's awesome.
Here's the cool thing. You know, if we think about any type of cooking, if we bring a lot of family, you know, food is all about family and fun. But when we bring everybody over, there's never enough space in the oven. Every time you open that oven door, it loses 10, 20 degrees. This, you leave it, you put the thing in it, and you boom, it's done. Now watch.
So set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it. Now there's that extender ring that I was just talking about.
So look at that cute face. So 17 quarts with the extender.
17 quarts with the extender. But look at the crispness. Can you see this, how crispy this is, golden brown? Now halogen convection ovens work in a very different way. The halogen gives us the light, the intense light, and the convection gives us the even cooking around. So I've got a crispy outside and a moist inside, and I'll prove that to you in a second. Let me just get this out.
Look at what size turkey is that?
This is a 14-pound turkey.
A 14-pound turkey fit in there.
But look,
that is impressive.
It's my knife. Let's get rid of that for a second.
And Chef, I'm so impressed how the exterior of the turkey is so crispy.
But at the end of the day, we eat on looks, first of all, and it's golden brown.
It is golden brown.
And it's very, very hot, as you can see. Take the wings off there.
It's delicious.
And when we look at, you know, how many times have you had turkey at home or gone to a friend's house and then it's not moist and it's not juicy? Now, when you see this, you'll see what I mean by that.
I can see the juice oozing out over here. I mean, I'm sure even at home you can see that on your TV.
Look, here's what I want to show you. Look at this.
Look at the amount of juice.
And when I slice this, it's moist, it's cooked beautifully.
You don't even need gravy, Robert.
And look at the board. Can you see the board? The juice going over the board
it's
there?
actually overflowing onto the table back here.
Try a little piece of that. And
I would be happy to. Are you kidding me?
Use your fingers. Come on.
I'll use a fork.
All right. So here's another bonus. You can see all the drippings in the bottom here. We can make a sauce out of this.
Right.
The glass bowl allows us to see what we can actually cook or what we're cooking. And at the end of the day, we can cook for a lot more people in this than we can when we throw it in the oven. And I truly believe, as a believer of this, and we created it because of necessity, that is better than your conventional oven.
Robert, it almost feels like when I tasted the turkey, it feels like it's infused with juice, but it's not. It's the technology that we're talking about that makes the meat juicier, flavorful, and then the exterior nice and crispy. It really seals it in, the moisture.
Just remember, halogen ovens, high heat, the convection is the circulation. So it's crispy on the outside and moist on the inside. Not once, but every time.
Wow.
So,
are we going to do the fish too? We got fish down there, right?
We've got some steaks going on there, but I want to do the fish first because I want to show you something that's really important to me. I'm not about health and food and how can we do things better. That's why we created the halogen oven. Now, fish and chips, generally, you know, I'm from England, so we generally batter them or bread them and deep fry them because, you know, everything's better in oil. So you think. It's actually not. This is really interesting because when I cook the fish in here, I can do French fries at the same time on the bottom. But here, before I take this out, here's traditional fish that's been fried and breaded. And you can see...
Look, it's laden with the oil.
See the oil, and you can see the same thing with breading. With the halogen oven and the way we've done it, I will show you no excess oil.
Okay.
And let's just take this whole thing out if we can there. Now watch this.
You can hear how crispy it is.
I'm gonna put one over there just to show you. But it's golden brown. Whoop, it's hot too. It's crispy. And I've got French fries to go with it.
And how much oil, did you put oil in here?
I put a little bit of oil in the base, just so you get the smell, not to cook with.
Okay.
It's kind of a subliminal thing that we want to smell oil. So I put a little drop of oil in the bottom of the actual pan, just for aesthetical smells.
Right. So, Chef, when we think about putting just a little bit of oil down there, how many of us on our diets for the new year are like, no fried food, no French fries, but you're craving it and you're like, I don't want to jump off the, the wagon, and you want to be able to have that taste and that flavor. This is the way with the halogen oven that you get the taste of that fried food, but without all the oil, without all the fat, in a healthier, better way for you, instead of dumping it in a fryer.
But look at the difference. I mean, both these look wet.
They do.
I mean, feel that. That is very crispy.
It is crispy.
And I'm just going to lift that just to show you.
Look at that. Can we remind them of these again? Maybe just half.
So this one is fried.
Oh, that's fried.
This one is breaded and fried.
And you can see that's a little better. That's a little better.
And this one is baked in the halogen oven.
And voila.
Simple.
Simple, easy, effective. And one time, sometimes I think when I see presentations like this and I'm watching at home, I think, well, great, there's no oil, but what matters to me, the food looks pretty, but then you go, well, if it looks pretty, it's gonna taste bad. It's not gonna taste good. That is so wrong. I mean, the food tastes delicious. So don't let this technology fool you and you think you have to have a grill, you have to fry it, you have to dump it in oil, or that you have to open up the oven. And a lot of times convection oven really dries the food out. But when you combine convection technology along with halogen and you use the technology here, this is what seals in the moisture and seals in the flavor. And at $49.95, are you kidding me? We took 50% off. 50% off that retail, or our HSN price, plus we have the flexible payments of $16.65 to be able to get it at home. And now you're doing steak.
So this is a steak. You can see two steaks here. I've just cut this open for you. It's beautiful, mid-rare there, look. Now, no oil, seasoned salt and pepper, in the halogen oven, simply cooked. It's beautiful. Instead of going outside in the cold weather, it's everywhere cold except here, right, I might add. But I can do steaks, 12-ounce steaks, in 7 minutes, 7 minutes in this oven. Right. Boom, turn it over, 7 minutes. 7 minutes compared to what would the alternative be? And depending on if you're using a grill outside or the oven, it could be anything from, 15, 20 minutes, depending. So like you said, more than 50% saving in time. 50% faster. Mm-hmm. Now look, I'm gonna leave the asparagus in there, but we have some turkey burgers here. I'm gonna put in the turkey burgers, and they're big turkey burgers. They are. And let's throw in some hot dogs there. I'm just showing you the capacity here. I'm gonna put that back on. Now watch, this is how simple. Okay. I sent one to my daughter. My daughter, Annalise, is 18 years old. Yeah. She's at the University of Central Florida, and she has one in her dorm. Oh, awesome, right. In her dorm. So there, look. If you look over here, a time and a temperature. 2 knobs that you just turn and leave alone. In the recipe book, lots of information and lots of recipes, but they're just guides. Yeah. So, we'll leave that. We're going over that away. And you know what? I'm going to grab your spice mill, because we have a 2-piece spice mill set that I would love to remind everyone of, because I think we only have about 140 of these to go around. The item number is at the bottom of the screen. Unfortunately, I cannot see that far from here to see the monitors. 385-767, and you're gonna get, they're $29.95, and you get 2 of them on 2 flex. And it's a quad chamber. So you have 4 little areas that you can do different spices, your pepper, your salt. We only have about 100 available, and that is it. And look at this, they're all at the bottom. Isn't that, this is genius. I've never seen this before. You know what happened? A lot of people, a lot of chefs, just so you know, actually take bowls and mix them all in bowls on their stations. This is much easier. You can put pink salt, you can put white salt, you can can put mixed peppercorns, you can put whatever you want in it, and it saves everything.
Okay.
So, right now, the rage out there, folks, is all about air fryers. If I hear anything else about air fryers, I'm gonna scream like, ah! That was a sound guy in my ear, sorry. Here's the thing.
Well, everyone's awake now.
Just good. So here's the thing. This halogen oven is the original air fryer.
Oh.
Okay? You don't need to use oil, and I'm gonna prove that. How many of your kids out there love mac and cheese? They love fried chicken. This is fried chicken in the halogen oven.
Oh my gosh, you did your whole entire meal in there.
Exactly, watch. Chicken. And I mean, it's cooked to perfection. It's crispy on the outside, moist in the inside, but underneath in the same halogen oven, I'm doing mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, well, I like mine runny, okay?
You do?
I don't like one of these, like, tight stuff, but look.
You like it creamy.
I like it creamy.
Creamy,
I like it
gooey,
wet
ooey.
Ooey and gooey is the right
gooey
word.
And delicious.
Let's put this there.
This is like soul food. This is food that just warms you up from the inside out. Oh, yummy.
Oh, yeah. Now, imagine you've got some friends of your kids coming over. You can prep this in the morning, turn it on when you get home, and off you go.
Here, let me put some salt on that with my fancy little spice mill. I should finish my thought. Sorry, am I in your way?
It's simple, it's healthy. We've got fresh chicken, macaroni that's cooked to perfection, greens because we want to make sure that our children eat their vegetables, and you out there, you adults, we love it.
So good.
But here, imagine this. We've got them kids for dinner, but we've got to feed them breakfast when they wake up.
Oh, forget it, I'm still on the mac and cheese.
Eggs, potatoes, little onion.
Okay.
Making a breakfast casserole.
So now you actually put the actual glass container inside.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Turn it on.
Now, is there a reason that we put it on the rack, or does that matter?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
you can put it on the bottom if you want. But here's the thing. If you look at this.
Oh, easier to get out.
This is a safety handle. Has a little clip. It will not go on.
Oh, until you lock it down in place.
Exactly.
Wow. So really, I mean, state-of-the-art technology. Robert, if you don't mind, I'm going to step over here and just remind them of everything. Thanks. Okay. So really state-of-the-art technology at the best price. I mean, we have slashed this by 50%. If you own it, would you do us a favor? Call in, say Happy New Year to Robert. I'd love to say hi as well, and let us know how you're enjoying it. You heard Robert say, if you think about those oilless fryers that you can spend hundreds of dollars on, you get the same technology, but with no oil whatsoever. If you don't want to put a drop of oil in here, you don't have to. So you're going to have less calories, less fat, less saturated fat, because now you're controlling your intake and what you decide to put into cooking your entire meal. The unit is practically going to self-clean itself. I'm going to move this because I want you to see, because look, the unit is cleaning itself, you guys. So it's gonna actually cook your food and do the dishes for you. So there are no dishes whatsoever. There you can see that convection air moving that water, sudsing it up and cleaning it. 50% off. You're going to get, here is the lid. You saw that technology, that safety feature. So when it's up, it's off, and when it locks down into place, it turns on. You're getting the extender ring coming included, so you're gonna take it to 12 quart capacity to a 17 quart capacity. So if you want to do that 14-pound turkey in here, or chickens, or your roast, you can do that. You're also getting the cookbook, or the instructional guide coming included. It does have some recipes in here as well, as you can see, in a directional a directional guide, all coming included for you. But we're gonna join Robert again so he can continue to unveil fabulous food. And keep in mind, this is cooking 50% faster.
Faster halogen oven, which again, let's remind each other, it's nice and crispy and golden brown because that's the natural sugar that comes out of the food. That's the flavor. Then when we cut into it, and I'm gonna show you right now, it's nice and juicy. So here, I've got a pork loin. Who doesn't love pork loin? It's one of my favorite foods of all time.
I love any food.
I'm gonna let it relax for a minute while I take out, remember, I'm cooking a meal. I've got some potatoes here. red bliss potatoes.
I'm just asking your expertise. Is there a time that we should let meat set for? Does it matter?
It normally, anything like the big turkey over there, normally about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
This about 10 minutes. And we're looking, and folks, what resting does, if you think of a muscle, and I'm going to use mine just for purposes.
Okay, please do.
So when I flex a muscle like this, okay, what it's doing is putting the liquid to the surface, okay? When I relax the muscle, it allows the juice to flow back in to the meat.
I see.
Now here's the cool thing. How many people out there, and by a show of hands, have been to a steakhouse or been out for dinner, cut into a steak and it's gone blood all over the place?
Yes.
That's because it's not been rested. The way in which we rest food is take it out. We can cover it with aluminum foil if we need to. Thank you.
Right, yeah.
And then just let it do its thing. It allows all the juices to go back in. So when I cut into it, and you'll see this in about 2 seconds, you will see nothing but juice, juice, and you'll see it come all over the board in about 2 seconds.
Normally pork is sometimes is really hard to perfect because it can be dry and you feel like you're gonna choke on it. But when you use this halogen oven, it's night and day. You're not only gonna cook 50% faster, twice as fast, but the meat is gonna be more flavorful, it's gonna be juicier. It even falls off the bone
Just look at this.
Wow. Oh, you can see it just.
That is a perfect cooked pork loin. Now imagine when you get all your friends and your family at home and you get a chance to eat something like this. I mean,
that's perfection.
That to me is what I call sexy food.
I mean, look at it. And you know what? You didn't break a sweat even doing any of that. You probably put it all in there, set it and forget it, and you're done.
I'm just going to put that back in as it's easier to get out, as Kat just said there. But I'm going to do a little dessert, a little crumble. We've got oatmeal in there, some flour, some fruit. We'll put that back on for a second.
So you can do your frittatas, you can do lunch, you can do breakfast, you can do dinner, you can do dessert. It doesn't matter, right, Chef?
The coolest thing for me, guys, now remember this, I started cooking a long time ago. When we didn't have these conveniences, and then along come a lot of tech wizards that said, oh yeah, you got to do this, you got to do this. This is the best oven you will buy. Believe me, I will stake my career on this oven. Wow. That's how much I love it. And
that's really saying something. I mean, the chef has won numerous accolades, awards. He is world-renowned. To be able to have him here at HSN with his exclusive products that he brings here to stake his reputation on a product, you know he believes in it. Listen, he got this for his mom. I mean, his mom saw him cook his Thanksgiving meal in here and was so impressed, right?
Here's the funny thing. My mother, and I wrote a book, Mission Cook, and I talk the whole chapter about my mother not being able to cook. And that's the truth. I wrote the book and then I'd call her and say, listen, I want to tell you there's a book coming out and you're in it. And it was very... She was like, yay! I got to say, it was really uncomfortable. But, you know, I said she couldn't cook. The best thing she did was a Sunday roast, something like this with beef and turkey. Right. And she was really good at it. Aww. So, you know... She might not have been able to cook, but she raised an amazing son. We talk about a whole meal. Now, look, I've got corn, I've got sweet potatoes, and I've got ribs. How many people can say you can do ribs inside with no charcoal, you know? We would never think you could do that. So I've got ribs here. I'm just going to change that board over there. Okay. So I don't use the pork. And you know what? While oh, here, they brought me water. That was nice of them. Oh, here's another one. While we pull out those ribs, shall we go out to the phone? I think we'd like to do that because you know what? Wendy from Pennsylvania owns tons of the chef items here at HSN, and we're so glad to be able to speak with you this morning. Welcome in, Wendy. You're live on HSN. Happy New Year. Hey, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing so well, and I am so honored to talk to you.
Oh, you're so sweet. I was just in Pennsylvania at the Sands Casino over the weekend.
Well, I'm sorry that I wasn't there. I would have tried to see you there. First of all, thank you for the work you do with the troops. Oh, you're so welcome. It's such an honor. I spend about 150 days a year with our troops, and it's such a humbling honor, and I'm glad to be able to do it. I actually think it's heroic for you to do it, and I'm so proud of you for doing it.
Oh, you're too sweet. So what do you like about the products?
But I bought one of your multi-cookers before Thanksgiving. I gave it to my nephew who has never cooked. He now cooks all of his meals in your multi-cooker. It's fabulous.
Oh, that is awesome. And my daughter is so funny because my kids don't take after me. They're gymnasts and they're kind of healthy physical fitness freaks. They don't cook, they love to bake, but I give Annalise one of these to take home to a college dorm, and now she sends me pictures. So it's kind of a bonding tool as well as you know, it's kind of very cool.
And you know, Wendy, I wanted to ask you, do you find that you're now cooking more because it's easier to do, the products really work, and do you find the food is tastier?
Actually, I've always cooked, but and I cook for myself.
Okay.
I believe I'm entitled to eat good food.
Right.
And with Robert Irvine's products, I use the multi-cooker, I use the mandolin, I use the salad salad dressing maker. I today bought the
blender?
Blender, and I just bought the halogen oven.
Oh,
let me tell you, Wendy. Next time I'm in Pennsylvania, I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to watch you use this, and that's the truth.
That would be awesome.
Somebody better get her name and number of her, not her name
and that is the truth. I truly believe in connection with my fans and my friends, and I wouldn't put something out there that really doesn't work. I can tell you, I have had emails from all over the place over the holiday season saying how much they love the oven, the blender, the personal blender, all those things, even the knives. And it's so fulfilling to me to put something out that really makes a difference in your life as much as it does in mine.
You're awesome. Your products are awesome. You're an awesome human being.
Oh, you're too sweet.
Well, Wendy, we appreciate you calling in. Happy New Year to you, and thank you for taking time out of your day to say hi to the chef and myself. We really appreciate it.
Take care.
Take care, Wendy. So, you know what, when you hear Wendy and you hear her testimonial, how many things she has purchased from you, how easy it makes it to cook, and she's right. We all deserve to eat well. We deserve to have delicious food, and we deserve for it to be easy. Yeah, it really is a great statement because, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, food is so important, and it doesn't mean it has to be fried. It doesn't mean it has to be oiled. It doesn't mean that it has to be unhealthy. Sure, we like those things. I'm not saying I don't ever eat French fries and eat the food that, you know, you get the craving for. But when you can cook really delicious, healthy, flavorful, rich in, you know, vitamins and nutrients, you forget to even crave the nasty food because now you're eating healthy and good food for you.
Well, here's the thing, you know, and I said this and I continue to say, my motto in food is to empower people daily through food and fitness. And that's it. The whole Robert Irvine line was created out of necessity. The mandolin. I used to cook, you know, in the military for thousands and cut and cut and cut and fingers and everything else. Now I don't do that.
Good thing we're all good, right?
Yeah, they're all good. They're insured. They're insured.
They're.
The halogen oven was because I didn't have enough space. I did a show, a Dinner Impossible TV show in Pennsylvania, fun enough, where I had to cook for a firehouse and a 4-ring burner in somebody's house. And there was 23 people. And that's what inspired the halogen oven. Because we didn't have any space. So,
and Chef, I bet you've never seen it. I mean, 50% off. I mean, I can tell from your enthusiasm, you would be thrilled that it was $99.95. But today, to be able to get 50% off, biggest cut that I've seen on the halogen oven. The fact is 1,300 watts with the 3 flexible payments of $16.65. Over 300 of these have already been spoken for. We have 6 minutes left on the clock for you to get yours this morning. Do not wait. Now, you know, it's morning.
It's morning.
Breakfast casserole.
Remember about all the kids having a sleepover in their jammies. They're doing what they're doing. All I've done is put... can I have a couple of plates? Thank you.
Yes.
All I put is some eggs, some potatoes, little onion here, chives, put it in there in the halogen oven and left it. Now remember, and I can't emphasize this enough, the halogen oven, just look at the juice off this pork. Look at the juice off that pork.
Yeah, you're right.
The halogen oven is such a unique piece of equipment.
They see that? I hope
it's
they can see it. Okay.
Because it's giving me that crispiness. Now look at the golden brown. Again,
so good.
That's the look I want. If you had anemic looking eggs in the morning, you wouldn't want to eat them, right?
Yeah, it's not a good start to your day.
But
you
look.
want to rise and shine. Our producer, Doug, is excited about this. What, Doug, did you just say to me? Oh, he said lasagna would be good in this oven. Yeah. Look, do we have, oh, someone's saying yes. Oh, they have the lasagna.
Doug, you are a mind reader.
He is a mind reader.
But look, breakfast, we've got chicken for dinner, we've got turkey. Yeah.
And then if we wanted to season it, look at this. I don't know.
Little black pepper, maybe?
A little black pepper.
Just twist that around there.
Okay, perfect. I mean, I could do it. I don't know why I just stood there like a dum-dum.
Look, you're not a dum-dum.
I did kind of just stand there just holding it like...
Cooking is supposed to be fun. And if it's fun, we'll do more of it. And if it's not, we won't. This makes it easy. Remember, I can see what I'm cooking. You can't do that in an oven.
Yeah, without opening
the door and losing all that heat.
Yes.
So, here's the funny part.
And then, you know what, Chef? One thing, it heats up your entire, when you use your big oven, it heats up your entire oven. I mean, your entire kitchen. But when you use the halogen oven, it doesn't heat up your entire kitchen, Chef.
No, you know, again, it's self-contained, it's unique, it's fun, and it's funny because Doug was talking about lasagna. Lasagna is one of the easiest things to do. Anything that's wet in tomato sauce or ground beef, sloppy joes, anything like that. Now here, we talk about this, Doug, this is for you.
See, he did know.
This is for you. All right, again.
Oh, he didn't know, he says. Okay.
Of course he does. Again,
but look at how...
The same concept as we just did with the breakfast. We prepared it. Imagine this. We've got busy days, busy weeks, kids go in school, everywhere else. We prepared it in advance, and we're just literally putting it in when we get home. And you can see the layers of pasta. You can see the layers of tomato sauce, little garlic bread there.
And you know it's exciting that one machine is going to broil, roast, bake, and steam, and you're going to cook twice as fast. I mean, to me, if someone told me, I can't tell you how many times, and I'm so guilty of this, that's why I'm going to talk about it, how many times I'm on my way home from work, and I go, oh no, what am I cooking for dinner? And then I'm like, oh, I don't know, so I'm just going to go through the drive-thru. Because I think of the whole process it's going to take. This, you can just put it all in there, set the timer, forget it, walk away, and it's got a built-in timer, so it will ding to even let you know that. So it's ingenious, and it's gonna cook in a fraction of the time, which is so smart. We're gonna go back out to the phones. We spoke to Wendy. Now we're going, and she was in Pennsylvania. Now we're gonna go to West Virginia, and we're gonna say hi to Nancy. Happy New Year, Nancy.
Nancy in West Virginia!
Woo, woo.
How are you?
I'm just fine, thank you.
You are. Awesome, thanks for joining us.
So, Nancy, is this the first time you're trying Robert Irvine's products here at HSN, or have you tried his products before?
No, this is the first time, and it looks easy, and I'm not that great a cook, and my two sisters are, so maybe I'll impress them.
Well, you are going to be better than they are now, and I said so.
Oh, and you know what, Nancy, what kind of got you to order today? What was it? Was it about how easy it looked? Was it that it cooked 50% faster?
How easy it looks, and the chicken, how crisp it was, and the pork roast. And
so here's the thing, you know, I'm in West Virginia. Actually, I'm leaving tonight. I'm filming a show in West Virginia. Actually, no, I'm in Virginia Beach this week.
Yeah.
But you know, when you cook, Nancy, it's really about putting seasoning, salt and pepper, and then putting in here, turning on, and forgetting about it. You can watch whatever shows, what TV shows you like to watch, and then come back and it's done.
Right.
And, you know, and again, whether you're going to football, whether you're watching your you know, Days of Our Lives or whatever they call them shows in the afternoon, soap operas, it doesn't matter as long as you're having fun and you can put the product in and forget about it. It's not going to go crazy, but you put the, again, time and temperature. the booklet will tell you what to do, or you can play with it yourself. The booklet's a guide.
Yeah, and Nancy, I think you brought up such a valid point. You were like, well, I'm not really such a great cook, and I know you said your sisters are, but this is something I think you're right on, Nancy. You are going to impress your sisters, because when they see what you pull out of this, and I want you to tell them you worked really hard. Don't let them know it was easy.
I will. I'll hide it before they get there.
Okay, very good.
I love that. I love that.
Make them think you worked really hard.
I will.
Okay.
Just tell him you got Robert Irvine in the kitchen.
There you go. Well, Nancy, I would love for you to call us back next time Robert's on to share how easy it really truly was once it was in your hands, okay?
All righty.
All right.
Nice to see you. Take care. Happy New Year, Nancy.
Bye-bye, Nancy.
Thank you.
So we talk about the big game, right?
Yes.
And I just took chicken wings while I was talking to Nancy. I put some buffalo sauce over them. But here's the thing, I've got nachos already pre-made. Okay, so I put the nachos, I put the jalapenos, I put the cheese over. I'm just letting it do its thing over here.
So nachos, tailgating.
Any type of thing.
Anything. Okay, we're running out of time. I wish we could have spent longer on this. You have nearly almost 600 sold. You can see the counter at the bottom. The reason not only is the technology, how good the food tastes, and also it cooks 50% faster with 50% off. So 50% is a really good number today, right? 50% off, cooks 50% faster. So take advantage of the FlexPay, $16.65 to get it at home. You're also getting a few recipes to get you started as well. Super easy